How's it going, y'all? Back with a new damn video. Let's get right down to it. We are a week away now, or so from the draft. Will be what, next Thursday. Right now is Friday as I make this. It's 1 a.m. But let's get down to it though. So there's a lot of rumors. Oh, the Eagles are gonna trade up after we traded down 6 spots with Miami. Went from 6 to 12. You know what? I was mad at first, and I think, you know what? You get a first-round pick. Basically stole a first-round pick, honestly. Like Howie and some other people. Howie even, I think, said it himself. Basically got a first-round pick just to trade down 6 spots. Yes, you're still, oh, well, you traded out of the top 10. Well, you're, 2 picks out of it? And I totally understand there's a lot of great talent out there. And if they're going to trade up, we'll see. My opinion is this. Look, I look at Atlanta Falcons. You hear that they're trying to get out of that number 4 pick. And in my opinion, if I was them, the Atlanta Falcons, I would too. Reason being, I wouldn't take quarterback. You already have Matt Ryan, who I've never been like a humongous fan of Matt Ryan, but I always say, you know what? The guy, he's won an MVP. The guy can play. The guy's good. We know what he is, And you have him. Like, for example, if you took him and put him on the 49ers right now, he's better than Jimmy Garoppolo. I know that now they're probably going to take a quarterback with the 3rd overall pick, but what I'm trying to say is this, is that if you would have just done a trade and put him on there, and if the team was completely healthy, they probably could be in the Super Bowl, or at least in the playoffs competing for the Super Bowl, because he knows Kyle Shanahan's system, yada, yada, yada. We get it. But all I'm trying to say is you got him. They have receivers. They have weapons. Their offense was not even the issue. It was defense was the real big problem for them. They can put up 30 or 40 on you a game. So I see why they want to trade out of the 4, because the 4 spot right there is for someone who is really high on trying to get a quarterback. These quarterback hungry teams. We need the QB. And like I can see the Broncos moving up because there's a lot of talks. They want to move out of their spot. They want to move up more. They want to do this and do that, because they're not totally sold on Drew Lock. Now listen, I like Drew Lock. I like his swagger, and he has the arm talent. I think so. And they have the weapons. So they might try to move up to 4. The Panthers ain't doing it no more because they got Sam Darnold now, and you can tell they're completely set. Because first they were talking about we're moving up. Now they're just sitting at 8. That's the team right there that I would say call up. Hey, listen, can we move up a little? Now the only time I would move up is if literally if something happens where talent starts to fall. If what happens, the reason the Eagles trade that 6th pick as reported was because their favorite player was Jamar Chase. And they had a feeling the Bengals were going to take him with the 5th overall pick to pair him back with Joe Burrow, his quarterback, threw it to him in 2019, yada, yada, yada. They said, all right, we're getting out of this then. If he somehow does not go 5th or 6th or whatever it might be, which he probably will go 6th in Miami, but I'm just making an example. That or Kyle Pitts starts to come down, which I don't see it happening. You trade that damn 12th pick and move up to 8 or whoever high you can go, and you get his ass. Kyle Pitts or Jamar Chase. Now, if you don't trade down, cool. If you don't trade up, sorry. But if you want a guy like, say, Jaycee Horn, I love him. Think he's a beast. Think he's an animal. Think he's a stud. There's also other guys I like too. At linebacker, Micah Parsons and Jock and all of them. You know what I mean? I like these guys. And I think to myself, well, Micah Parsons probably going to go high. Jaycee Horn probably go high. But if they go before you could pick, if you feel the confidence that Jock might be there, if you can trade down and get more picks for this year or next year, I would do that. Honestly, because it's a total rebuild. Now, also want to get into this real quick as we talk about the draft coming up, and I just mentioned a few teams that maybe you can trade with if you do want to move up. If guys start to fall and you go, oh, we take him, yada, yada, yada. I look at what was said by Nick Sirianni that he's not naming Jalen Hurts the starter already, and everyone's over here, bitching and complaining. Listen, either it's a smokescreen, he's saying that, just, whatever, I want competition, blah, blah, blah. Or he's saying that because he said the same damn thing about Carson Wentz. Yes, remember? I'm not naming him starter. I don't know. I love him. He was in love with Carson Wentz. As soon as he came, I think the reason he came was for him, and not just that, because we offered him a job. No one else really was. But he was always talking about his film, his tape, his competitor, and then we trade him. So I think he did it with Nick Carson Wentz in his first press conference. They said, will he be the starter? Will he be the starter? So I'm not naming anyone yet, which I understood. You just got here. But now you've been here this long. So maybe it's a smokescreen. Maybe it's just, we won competition, or maybe something's going on. Or maybe literally, if the QB they like falls, if a Trey Lance falls, which I don't know if it's going to happen, but if a Trey Lance falls, who I like a lot, I think he has the arm talent. I think he needs to sit for a year or two, though, definitely. But he has the arm talent. He has the speed. He reminds me of, like, I don't know how to explain it. Kind of like a Mahomes-ish kind of guy, but faster, but needs to be worked on. If he falls. Also, I think his quarterback coach is also the same quarterback coach or whatever quarterback, guy they have. Jalen Hurts has the same guy. So maybe they're in his ear, like, yo, is he any good? But I'm just, and they were at his pro day, and you've seen how much they liked him and blah, blah. He definitely needs time to develop, though. But if he starts to fall somehow, or Justin Fields starts to fall, knowing how much Howie and them love quarterbacks, blah, blah, they'll probably take a guy. So that's why he's not determining anything. Yo, he's a starter, he's a starter, he's a starter. Because if he starts to fall, and they might trade up to 8 if one of those guys fall because they feel they like him that much. They're sold on Jalen Hurts, but they're not completely sold, which I've been saying for a while. Okay? Wentz was the guy. Then they put Hurts in. He won one game against the Saints, and he played really well. Well, he ran a lot and threw some screens and whatever, threw some slants. I thought he played good, you know what I mean? Next thing you know, they were trying to get rid of Wentz. And then out of nowhere, after that 4-game or 3.5-game sample size of Hurts, they were trying to convince Wentz to stay. Jeffrey Lurie and Harry Roseman, whoever else, I'll stay, trying to get him to stay in the building. What's that tell you? And that's from reporters saying they were trying to keep him to stay, and he was like, I got to get out of here, which everyone else got out of here. Doug got out of here. Jim Schwartz proposing, I'm retiring or I'm taking a year off. But, yeah, he's with the Tennessee Titans now. So he just signed. I don't know what his position is, but he's there. So I don't know. All I'm saying, it's all on the table, and they're just doing this because they don't know when the draft comes, and they're not completely sold on Jalen Hurts. People say, well, you wasted a second-round pick. People don't understand. And the thing that really pissed me off is I seen a report come out that the scouts in the Eagles facility were shocked we took Jalen Hurts because they were not told before it was picked. They found out the announcement of the pick when it actually happened. So once again, Howie went over their heads and took a guy that these guys live, breathe, sweat, and die doing this job. They travel the country. They travel all over to go to different states and different places and scout these guys and do interviews. And you went over their head. They all like Jeremy Chin. They liked Justin Jefferson better than Jalen Reagor. They liked many guys, and you passed on a lot of them and did dumb shit. But I think they viewed Jalen Hurts as a backup guy. Didn't think this whole thing would happen, this whole train wreck with Wentz and everybody. And they're committing to Jalen Hurts for this year unless something happens in the draft where a guy does fall. And that's why they're saying we're not naming anyone the starter yet. That's my belief. Or they do completely believe in him. But I don't know. We'll see. Let's go Birds, Fly Goes Fly. I'm out. Comment below on your thoughts. Who would you like to take in the draft? Are you pumped for the draft? I kind of am, but I'm kind of not. I was when we had the 6th pick. We traded down. I'm ready more for next year, 2022 draft, if all of us live to see it. Let's see. But let's go Birds. I'm out, and I feel something's going to happen. I don't know why, but something. Go Birds. I'm out. Peace.